Okay, let's talk about the sudden rise of an artificial intelligence company called DeepSeek that sent the U.S. stock market into a frenzy yesterday. Tech stocks hit a record low, finishing down over 3%, and the S&P 500 finishing down around 1.5%. DeepSeek created an AI model in less time and at a lower cost than American companies. So let's bring in CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady in Studio 55 live to talk about this. This is so interesting, Kelly. So explain it, because I think people are trying to understand why, for example, NVIDIA was down so much yesterday and why so many millions of Americans were signing up to download DeepSeek. What's going on?
Okay, so DeepSeek has created essentially a better, cheaper chatbot that uses less energy. So the tech analysts that are looking at this are saying, look, this is as good as OpenAI's ChatGPT, but it can actually explain its logic and reasoning before it gives you the answer. Now, why NVIDIA was down is that this chatbot and this AI model behind it was allegedly created with 2,000 chips versus tens of thousands of chips that US models make, and NVIDIA is a chip maker. And so the investors are saying, well, hold on a second. If you can make a comparable AI model with less chips, that really undermines potentially NVIDIA's business model.
So you no doubt saw the Jon Stewart clip where he sort of jokes, hey, did you realize that the Chinese could make it better and cheaper than the United States? But it goes beyond that because there are some national security concerns as well.
That's right. And I will highlight, there are analysts saying, well, we aren't 100% sure that they did make this for $6 million versus $100 million in the US.
Basically, have to take the Chinese government's word.
You have to take their word. There are national security concerns because this is not just about a chatbot. If China gets ahead of the US in terms of AI development, we are talking about defense technology, surveillance technology. So there's really a lot of concerns there that this AI race, it really could be another Cold War space race. The other thing that I'll highlight that I thought was interesting, if you have users and companies turning to this Chinese chatbot, there's ideological concerns as well. It doesn't highlight that the Tiananmen Square massacre existed. You can ask it questions about that. So there's an element of censorship in there.
Right. The Chinese, every Chinese company, if the Chinese government requests any information, any data, they have by law to give it up to the Chinese government. The other thing that I was wondering about, Kelly, and I'll tap your investment experience on Wall Street, what we saw yesterday, does that represent a buying opportunity? If you're out there and you're looking at the tech space today, are you saying to yourself, look, this was a blip because this was a seismic shock to the system, but I still love some of these companies and I see an opportunity here?
It is, I would say, and I can't give investment advice,
we don't give
but
investment
in my
advice here.
Humble opinion,
Yes.
it is a buying opportunity because none of these companies are going to say, oh, we lost the AI race, we're not going to invest. They're going to invest more. They are going to try and catch up, exceed if we are indeed behind. And we're about to go into earnings tomorrow. We are going to hear from Meta and a number of other companies. And so there could also be a boost in those stocks if they do report well.
So yes, getting on the phone with my advisor right after we finish the show. Kelly O'Grady, always great to have you here in Studio 55. Thank you very much.